Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by the Scenic Sports Network. Now, here's tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to Review Stadium tonight, where the Dothan Wolves are hosting the Godby of Tallahassee High School Cougars. I'm Mick Kirkland along with George Willard and Gavin Thomas on the sideline. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's good to have you guys here tonight.
It's good to be here, Mid, and it's homecoming for Dothan tonight. So, the festivities and everything that come along with homecoming is going to be a good night, and I think Dothan's going to be in for a win.
And yes, Gavin, any comments?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful night tonight. You got a really, really great weather, and I'm really excited to see what our Dothan Wolves is going to do with this elusive passing attack of Godby, especially since Trey Fisher, Jimbo Fisher's son's out here. We're going to see what he's up to, and we're going to have a good time tonight.
Yeah, Fisher's number 12. He's a quarterback for Godby. He's a senior, 5'10", 175. And Godby is coached by Brandon Moses McCray, and Dothan is coached by first-year coach Smitty Grider. So what do you think so far this year for the Wolves, George?
Well, I think Grider's done a great job. They have an explosive offense. They got Jabri Barber on the outside, but he's also got all-purpose yards. He's got over 1,000 all-purpose yards, between kick returns and punt returns. But then you got Tiberius Webb and you have Jalen White in the backfield, both with 558 yards. White averaging 10 yards a carry and Webb averaging 6.6 yards a carry. So very explosive on offense, and that just makes for a fun football game.
Dothan is averaging about 575 all-purpose yards per game. That's a lot of yards.
It is, and that's more than we've seen the Dothan offense do in the past year. So really fun to watch this team.
Godby takes the ball on the 15, and he gets across the 20. And he
big hit
hard.
That was number 1.
As he crosses the 20, and number 1 is R.J. Miller.
Yeah, that was a big hit right there. And, Gavin was talking about they have Fisher at quarterback, so they have a big passing attack. But one thing that Dothan's got going for them is they have Lewis on the defensive line. He's got 3 sacks right now, and they've had some holes on defense, but that defensive line's been able to get pressure on the passing game, and that's going to be, pivotal for them tonight.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22. Trey Fisher is the quarterback. He hands it off, and right there to mid in the backfield is number 7 for Dothan, and that's Tristan Drakes. So,
no, actually, that was Preston Whitaker. That's what they just said.
Okay, Whitaker. Well, that's what they said. Here it's got Whitaker. Middle linebacker, running back. Okay, all right. Getting these.
Mitt, we've been doing these games a long time. You know how it is about these rosters.
Yes, we do. Fisher, he's forced out of the pocket, and he throws it out of bounds. And so it brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. And it's funny saying Cougars for another team because we had the Northview Cougars for so many years, and now Northview and Dothan have combined, and it was the Dothan Tigers, now it's the Dothan Wolves. So it brings up a 3rd and long for the Cougars of Godby.
It's going to be offsides on Dothan.
Yeah, Dothan.
It's going to be a number
4. A little anxious that time.
Yeah, it's going to be Jamal Harris that jumped right there, number 44.
So that would give Godby 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and about 7. 3rd and 7. Dothan looked good the very first 2 downs. They've got to try to minimize their penalties tonight. That's been a problem for them this season.
Yeah, penalties and then turnovers on offense. They fumbled the ball a lot. So Fisher's
he's been chased. He goes deep, and it's out of bounds. So Dothan forces Godby to 3 and out, so they'll have to punt. A good defensive stand for the Wolves.
It was. They were able to get pressure right there on Fisher to force him out of the pocket to make a throw on the run, and he had good the Wolves had good coverage downfield. So, 3 and out, and it's a big start here on homecoming.
And back deep for Dothan is number 1, Jabri Barber, who can take it to the house anytime.
Yeah, we were talking about his all-purpose yards, and right now, let me get the stats again. He has 536 punt return yards. He's actually got more punt return yards than kick return.
Yeah, short punt, and it's going to end up on the Cougar side of the field at the 45-yard line. So Dothan with great starting field position, and we'll see if they can take advantage of it.
Yeah, man, that's the best start that the Dothan Wolves could have hoped for there with a 3 and out there. Did a really good job with that big hit on the sideline here of really just showing Godby, hey, welcome to Rip Stadium.
So they start at the Godby 45-yard line. And Lane is going to be dropped. And we see a flag, maybe a face mask. We saw a couple of flags.
It's either going to be a face mask or it could be unsportsmanlike right there because there's a lot of jawing going on right there at the end of the play. But I'll tell you, that's big number 90 right there of Godby coming through. That is Christoph Troop.
Face mask.
Face mask. So good call, Mitt. Yeah. And he's a big boy right there, Troop is. He's 6'2", 290, so he's going to be a lot to handle right there for that left tackle.
So, it only moves the ball up a yard. It must have been incidental. So it'll be 1st and 9 for the Wolves. Jamal Lane, number 2, is a quarterback. He hands it off to Webb. Webb finds a spot in the middle. He cuts through it and he takes it to the 45. It should be enough for a Wolf first down.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good play right there, an end around on the right side, and Webb just hit the hole, and he's got a lot of explosive speed once he gets, to the second level, so good job right there, and I think it's going to be a
second and short.
Yeah.
Lane and Webb in the backfield. It's Jabri Barber on the far side as wide receiver. Dothan has some very good wide receivers, a couple of them with over 500 yards each.
Yep, let me get those names for you here. And they gave him the first down there. So
okay, 1st and 10. Webb picks his way through the line and picks up about 3. For a short game, they're going to give him 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Number 33, Jalen Alexander, number 35, Malcolm Snell.
Yeah, you were talking about other receivers on the team. We got Fulmer, too, for Dothan, who's had a really good year. He's got 3 touchdowns. So number 9, he's a player to watch.
Jaden Fulmer.
Yeah, he's been really good. So,
and Lane keeps it. Nice. He goes across the 30 and down to about the 25, and it should be enough for another Dothan first down.
Yeah, that was a nice, little RPO right there, and Lane saw the defensive end go after the back, so he just held on to it and had a nice hole there on the right side, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Wolves.
And we talked about Lane, too. He's been very effective as a runner and a passer, so he's definitely a dual threat.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 from the 25. Lane, he gives it to Fulmer on the slant. Touchdown, Dothan.
Yep, and we just talked about him, and that was just a nice throw there by Lane. Found Fulmer on a slant, and then once he got to the second level, everybody else was gone, and here we go. Dothan on top right now, 6-0. And that drive only took about 1:20. That's one thing we've been able to see from Dothan this year is that they can score really, really quick, and there they go again.
So Dothan scores with 8:51 left in the first. Gavin, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely. That was a great play. Really good job of Dothan Wolves in that whole drive there. A couple plays that were the same play but different result. And then you have the slant, simple slant, and you had an all-out blitz actually by the Godby defense there. And hey, we all know when you catch somebody in an all-out blitz with a slant, you ask Alabama every Saturday, what happens?
Touchdown. Yeah. So Dothan goes up 7-0 with 8:51 left in the first. Lane throws his 12th touchdown pass of the year. And he's in 4 interceptions.
Yeah, he's having a really good year. I mean, he's averaging 17 yards a completion. So
ball is taken. He fumbles it, and it's recovered. Well,
yeah, right to Dothan.
Yeah, Dothan recovers it.
Yeah, the first guy bounced right off of him, but then Dothan was right there to recover it. And that is number 2. It looks number 8 for Dothan, and that is Stephen Prime. So right there, great awareness on the special teams play, and Dothan's going to have a 1st and 10 here.
Their own 27-yard.
Yeah, so close to the red zone.
Yeah, guys, we talked about it a little bit before the game about this weather out here. You know, we got a big storm coming probably tomorrow, maybe even a little bit tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see how they hold onto this ball.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. The ball at the 27-yard line of the Cougars. Lane keeps it and goes to the opposite side. He's got some running room, and he's going to take it to the house.
That was a nice play right there.
Lane with the 27-yard touchdown.
And I'll tell you what, credit number 74 for Dothan right there. Once Lane kept it, that was Joseph Calio right there, the senior, set the edge for him, and when he did, Lane made a man miss and took it right there in the end zone. So, you know, usually the running backs credit the offensive lineman, and he should right there because he gave him a nice block, and Dothan's now on top 13-0.
That took 9 seconds.
Quick scoring offense.
That's exactly right, George. That was a misdirection to the left side. Man, I got to give it to the offensive coach, too. What a great play call.
Yeah, I agree.
So Dothan go up 14-0. They've scored on 2 possessions, and that time thanks to the turnover by the Cougars, and Dothan got in a great field position, 27-yard line. 1 play later, Lane goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Need to score as many points as we can in the first half.
Right, right.
We're getting ready for the kickoff, and we were talking about how Dothan, you know, they start off really fast in all of the games that they've won. In the 2 games they've lost, they've started off slow. So
that's right.
It's good for them to get off to a fast start. Dothan has scored over 40 points in all 5 of their victories and under 40 in their losses. So they need to put up some points in order to win. So Godby brings it out near the 30. They're going to mark it down just shy of the 30, their own 29-yard line.
All right, guys, watch this this potent offense, this potent pass offense. It's going to be pass happy for sure.
I'll tell you, Godby's got some big offensive linemen too. So
a fumble, and Dothan gets the ball again. Wow. Godby has just imploded here.
They have
2 turnovers in a row deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and, you know, Godby tried a little RPO right there on their own, and, you know, Fisher went to hand it off to number 3, and there was just some confusion. Dropped it right there, and, you know, Dothan had a great rush, was able to hop on the ball, and now it's 1st and 10 from the Godby 25 for Dothan. So, you know, last time they scored in 8 seconds from the 27. Who knows how quick it'll be this time.
So Dothan's on the 24-yard line of Godby. The last time they was on the 27, 1 play, and they were in the end zone for the touchdown. Lane is chased out of the pocket.
Oh, wow. What a
in the end zone.
What a throw.
Touchdown.
What a throw and catch. Lane with a great throw on the run, and that was sharp for Dothan, number 11. And no, I'm sorry, that was Azarius Macon. I'm sorry.
Macon.
Yeah.
We call his name quite a bit.
And what a play. I mean, that was just a great play right there, and that was Macon's first touchdown on the year, and what a catch.
Hey, guys, I was so close to that one that I'll tell you, that would have been good on Sundays. He got both feet in, which was incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, he was just evading a rusher right there, and he just threw it on. He just threw it where he needed to, and I mean, credit the offense right there. Just a great play.
Extra point is good. So Dothan scores again with 8:09. They have scored 3 touchdowns. The first one they scored 8:51. We're still in the 8-minute. They have scored 3 touchdowns since the 8:51 mark. Wow, incredible. Dothan up 21-0 over Godby here early in the. We're not midway through the first quarter play.
I think Dothan's a little hyped up since it's homecoming. They're like, all right, my parents are here. Let's play good, y'all.
Wow.
Dothan's been on a roll this year, though. They've looked really, really good on offense. I mean, they're a tough team to beat right now.
And you know, we talked about it, but Dothan have a lot of players that will be back next year.
Right.
They have quite a few seniors, but they have some really good juniors out there on the field too.
Yeah, Jamal Lane is a senior quarterback, but they have
Sharp.
Yeah, they got Sharp who transferred in from Northside. I mean, he's big too. He's 6'5". He's got a big arm. And then you got Jalen White coming back next year, who's a shifty running back. You got Jabri Barber that's coming back. Or no, I'm sorry, he's a senior. But yeah, I mean they got a lot of talent.
So Godby gets a good return. He's still on his feet, and he's taken down about the 31 or so. So Godby held on to it. They have turned the ball over on their last 2 possessions. They turned it over on a kickoff return, and then their last possession, they fumbled the ball on the 24-yard line. Dothan recovered, and one play later in the end zone, a pass from Lane to Macon for the touchdown. Fisher is the quarterback, and he throws out, and it's caught.
That kid's got some speed.
It's a
right
speed
there.
that goes over to, that was number 8, I believe. Yeah, number 8, Avery Boyd. Boyd has a total of 539 yards this season in 8 games.
And he's a good size receiver. He's 6'2", 200, so that's a big target out there for Fisher. And
And
high
he has
snap.
8 touchdowns. High snap, and boy,
Fisher's able to fall.
that one could have been a miscue there too.
Yeah.
Looked like Dothan almost got another fumble recovery.
You know what? I think Dothan's rattled them from the first play of the game, from that big hit right there on the kick return.
Right.
I mean, it's just been all downhill for Godby afterwards. So, I mean, Dothan really, really playing well right now.
Second and about 22. Drops back and incomplete. That was intended for number 24, Mason Anderson, the running back. And there's a flag.
That's in the center of the field, so.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a late hit or unsportsmanlike or what. Yeah, against Dothan. So that will be 15 yards. So instead of it being 3rd and 22, it will be second and a more manageable. About
It's going to be 2nd and 7.
7, yeah, 2nd and 7.
You know, those are the things right there that you can't let happen. You got everything going your way. You don't need senseless penalties like that.
And that was senseless.
It was.
Yeah,
So-
we've seen a little bit of that this season, George. It's just, you know, you just can't do those types of things.
No, you got to be disciplined.
Fisher drops back, and he tries to hit number 16, Javon Davis, and it's incomplete. It brings up a 4th down. So the penalty really didn't help them very much.
No, it didn't. You know, Dothan got bailed out right there, but against a better, you know, I shouldn't say a better team, but in a closer ball game, you know, down the road and everything, you just don't want to be able to do those. You know, that's when you want to make sure, you know, you get the little things right as in games like this.
Yeah, you've got to be more disciplined. You can't do things that hurt your team.
Correct.
Especially when it's in a situation like that. So I think they're going to go for it on 4th down.
I mean, you might as well. You're down 21-0 right now, so.
Timeout on the field. Godby wants a timeout. So with 6:44 left in the first, Dothan leads Godby 21-0. Fourth down. Offense still on the field for Godby. I think they may try to go long or try to draw a interference penalty or something to give them a first down. Fisher drops back. He goes up high and it's complete, but only a gain of a couple of yards, and he's out of bounds. So they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I mean, just credit Dothan again right there. Fourth down stand. You know, they were playing a little soft coverage right there, but they allowed him to make the catch, but they had two guys swarming to the ball before he went out of bounds. So I think they had that pretty much locked down.
So Dothan will be starting at their own 49. That's the worst starting field position of the night for them. They've started in Cougar territory every down, every possession.
We see Jalen White in the ball game.
Up the middle, and he can take it.
Ooh, I thought
and
he was about
he's going to be dragged down from behind inside the 25.
And, you know, like I said in the pregame, he is averaging 10 yards a carry, and he is just explosive right there. You see, that's the first carry of the game for him. Webb has been getting, you know, the bulk of the carries, and he takes it, 30 yards right there?
About 26 yards,
yeah.
I believe. 26, 27
so,
yards.
And, I mean, he just went right up the gut.
1st and 10. And they tried to hit Barber on the slant. It's incomplete. It was a little behind him.
It was.
If he would have been able to grab that, he would still be running.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he had a lot of open field in front of him.
One of the few seconds down Dothan has been in tonight. Have they had a second down?
Not many of them. That's for sure. They haven't had many second downs.
2nd and 10. Foreman is split wide to the right. And incomplete.
He had him open right there.
Yeah, Foreman was open, but that time not a very good pass from Lane, but they'll get a chance to do it again. And
that's right.
I would not hesitate to say this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You're picking up a good gain just about every time you move the ball. So, you know, you've had 2 incompletions right there, but if you can get it to 4th and 2, 4th and 3, I don't know why you just don't hand it off to the running back and try it. You got a 21-point lead, too.
3rd and 10. Lane decides to keep it.
Oh, they're going to call false start.
Wow, he had a lot of green grass.
He was about to score, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I get what you're saying about maybe going for it on 4th down there, but, you know, we've been talking about a little bit about how Dothan's been doing, and if we get to state, you know, we might need a field goal here and there, so it might be nice to try something. You know, see what our field goal can if he can kick it this far.
And, I mean, Dothan's usually got a pretty good kicker, so, you know, if they can get it to about the 25-yard line, I can see them lining up, you know, for special teams. But
it's 3rd and 15.
I don't know what was going on right there. Some confusion. So
yeah, Dothan takes a timeout with 5:58 left in the first. They lead Godby 21-0. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 3rd and 15 for Dothan. They need to get to about the 14 to get a first down.
Take off.
Lane, he runs, he gets it outside, he's still up, but he's going to be short. He stopped at the 25. He picked up about 4 yards. Well, actually, he didn't pick up 4. He picked up about 2.
Yeah.
He ran a lot more, but he only picked up a couple of yards.
Godby's doing a good job of forcing him out of the pocket, so they're getting a decent little pass rush on him. He's just really shifty, so he's hard to get to. So we're going to see them go for it here on 4th down.
White in the backfield with Lane. 4th and about 12.
Oh, he's got him open. Nice
and
play.
It's complete. Touchdown.
Nice
Dothan.
play.
And that was Jalen No, excuse me, that was Zay Macon. Macon has scored his second touchdown.
Yeah, that's his second touchdown of the game and of the year, and now that makes Lane's 14th touchdown. So I mean, he's having a great game right now, and that was a great play call. Just about a 10-yard post, and Lane saw him get behind the safeties and just delivered a great ball and into the end zone. He went. Dothan now up big. I mean, we're 5 minutes left here in the first quarter, and we're about to be up 28-0.
And we're up 28-0.
Yep.
So with 5:05 left in the first, Dothan leads 28-0 over Godby. All right, Willie. So Dothan's put up that 28th point, and we're still in the first. We still have 5:05 left in the first.
Yeah, Dothan's hopped out on them right here from the get-go, and that's what you need to do sometimes.
And they had some help. Godby turned the ball over deep in their own territory twice.
Uh-oh.
A good run back that time. Out to near the 40. I think he's going to be down at about the 40. Good return for Godby. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, that's Jaquez Yant right there. He's had a couple nice returns, and he's a running back too. So he seems to be pretty explosive. He's a big kid. He's 6'1", 205, so it seems like he's going to be tough to bring down. Dothan just needs to keep their foot on the gas right now. Pin your ears back and just get after them.
And you got to play 4 quarters.
You do.
Fish is a quarterback. And he goes a quick out and a big hit. Boy, get back to the huddle.
Yeah.
Number 11 with a big hit that time.
Yeah, it's Kawan Banks right there, the sophomore for I'm sorry.
Faison.
Yeah, it's Faison.
Jalen Faison.
Yeah, I was looking at Godby's roster.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a big hit right there, and they're trying to spread Dothan out a little bit doing those screens, but Faison just he just snipped it out, and it was a big hit.
That was a great open field.
Oh, it was. Absolutely.
It was. Because if he'd have missed, there were some yards ahead.
Yep.
And a good run that time across the 45. That was number 30, Evans. Travion Evans. 3rd and about 4. So this is probably the deepest penetration that Godby's had all night. Fisher looks, and the ball is knocked away from the receiver, that time by number 2, Zay Wimberly.
Yeah, it was a big hit right there,
We've seen a couple of 2 plays and 2 big hits that stop big plays.
Yeah, they get there and behind the ball a little bit to where they can't make a play on it, but they can lay the lick, and sometimes it's just as good as getting your hand on the ball.
Right.
They're coming with ill intention, guys. Those were some big hits.
Yeah, they
I
are.
can feel them.
And back deep is Jabri Barber, and I tell you what, we saw him break one last week, and a fumble, and wow, I tell you what. Godby has just been overwhelmed tonight. That is the 3rd major mistake they made tonight.
Yeah, and when you're down like this, the kids are getting in their own heads, and that just, you're not focusing like you need to be, and I think that's just what's happening. The wheels are just coming off right now.
So Dothan will take over with 3 minutes left in the first. And they're deep in Godby territory, the 24-yard line. This is the second time they started from the Godby 24.
Yeah, guys, I know we don't have a statistician up there, but I'd really love to look at the numbers here and see how many negative yards compared to how many positive yards Godby's got right now, because it's got to be pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
And they give it to White, and he looks like he may take it,
and he
walks into the end zone.
And he made a couple guys miss right there. He is one of the shiftiest backs I've seen in high school in a long time. And now, let's see, I'm trying to look at the stats, find them real quick for you guys. And that is Jalen White's 8th touchdown on the year. So he's just having a great year, and it just continues tonight.
So it took 8 seconds that was an 8-second one-play drive. when Dothan has gotten the ball down, they've had 3 one-play drives on the miscues by Godby. Extra point up and good.
Guys, if you're Dothan, there's nothing else that could go right in this game, and you have had every break, every opportunity to score. I mean, really Godby's just kind of handing it to you. I will tell you, the defense, though, has really impressed me. Come out and just, I mean, smash mouth football.
Yeah, they're making Fisher get out of the pocket, and when they do those quick plays, whether it be the screens or to the running back or to the receiver, Dothan's doing a good job in pursuit. Getting them tackled in the open field. So the defense just looking really good, and then the offense, we talked about it a lot. They're just really explosive this year, and we're seeing it tonight.
Right, and 35 points in the first quarter, and we still have 2 minutes 52 left. And you got to give a lot of credit. Godby helped them out 3 times.
They did.
3 times on three miscues, a fumble on a kickoff return, a fumble, another fumble, and then
from the quarterback, and then the bad snap right there. But Dothan's doing what good teams do. They're capitalizing. They're scoring touchdowns. You don't want to get those turnovers and then not get any points or get 3 points. They're scoring those touchdowns, and that's why they're up big right now, 35-0. So
you're exactly right, George. But let me tell you, if you're the coach for Godby, what do you do?
You might just start running the ball now to bleed the clock.
So they take it on the 10 and move it out to the 24-yard line. So Godby will be starting on their own 24.
I say that to say this. I think you just have to rally your team together and say, listen, we've come here. We've got a job to do. Let's just see what we can do on this drive. One drive at a time.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. And then, they're starting to run it right there. But Dothan's run defense just gobbles them up right there at the line.
That was Yant on the carry.
Yeah, he might have got 1 yard. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And really, actually, Godby may just start airing things out.
They might.
And saying, hey, what do we got to lose?
And
just start, and, you start airing them out, and you may make some plays.
Yeah.
Good defense that time by number 2 of Dothan and number 7. That was Preston Whitaker, and number 2 is Zay Wimberly.
That's 2 drives in a row we've called Wimberly's name.
Yeah. So a gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 8. And we're still in the first quarter. And a good defensive play that time by Dothan. They've done a good job. That was number 11, Jalen Faison.
Yeah, the defense is looking really good. A couple weeks ago they gave up a couple big plays to Carver, but it looks like after the bye week and everything, the coaches really got together with the cornerbacks and showed them what they needed to do to lock them down.
So it brings up another 4th down. And we have Barber back there. They better not kick to him. And
I may want to jump on that.
I think Godby's getting a little frustrated.
They are. But, Dothan's got to be smart. You're up big right now. There's no sense, don't get out of don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just walk away from it.
Right.
Hey, what do you got? Hey, you're in control of this game.
Right,
so
exactly.
They're the one that needs something. You don't.
Exactly. They don't have anything to lose at this point, being down 35-0. You do, and that's just senseless.
Well, it's just like a lot of the coaches when I played is let the scoreboard speak for itself.
Right.
You've played your heart out, and that scoreboard speaks for itself.
So the officials are sorting things out.
gonna be honest, guys. Though it looked like that hit a Dothan a Dothan guy on that play. I don't think they called it their ball, but it sure looked pretty close.
Yeah, I thought it was close to hitting his foot, but let's see, yeah, personal foul.
Personal foul against Dothan. That's his second tonight.
Yep. So this is going to be their worst starting field position of the game. Going to be from their own 16.
So Dothan has the whole field ahead of them. This is actually the first time they started in their own territory. They've started in Godby territory on every possession tonight.
Yeah, pretty close to the red zone each time. So
they give it to Barber, and he goes around the corner, and he's got some running room. He cuts back to the middle across the 20. He picks up about 5.
That's a good play there on first down. You know, give it to one of your playmakers. He gets it, you know, on an end around to the left side and picks up nice yardage there on first down.
So it brings up a 2nd and 5.
Big 2nd down and 6.
Well, back in the game for the Wolves. Lane, the quarterback, he hands it off the Webb, but he keeps it on the RPO, and they give it to pick number 9, Jaden Foreman. He takes it up to the 45.
I mean, that was just a really good play there by Lane. Heads up, saw what the defense gave him, kept it, had Fulmer right there on a curl route, and found him in the middle of the field. And I mean, big play.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite. You know, you take that ball and it looks like you're going to run it, and then you pass it off of it. Man, it's just a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah.
1st and 10, and we're down to 19 seconds left in the first. We'll see if Dothan snap it. They have to because the play clock has less time. Webb, boy, look at Webb.
He's so fast.
Boy, Webb looks like he's going to take it to the house. 55-yard run for a touchdown by Webb.
Yep, that's going to be his 3rd touchdown of the year, and I mean that was just. He's just explosive. He gets to that second level, and you're not going to catch him. I mean, he just burned everybody right there on the Godby defense, and I mean, Dothan's just explosive right now. You know, the last play of the first quarter, and I mean, this is looking like an Alabama game on Saturdays. It's about to be 42-0.
Yeah.
And he's definitely faster than me, guys. There's no way I was catching him on the other side.
You think? Wow, Dothan goes up 41-0, make it 42-0, and this is the first quarter.
Yep.
So as we come to the end of the first, it scores Dothan 42, Godby nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello, welcome back to Riverview Stadium, where the Dothan Wolves are taking on the Godby Cougars of Tallahassee. I'm Mick Kirkland with George Willard and Gavin Thomas. Gavin, what are your thoughts on the first quarter play?
Well, my thought is Dothan's really good or Godby's really bad. 42-0. I mean, really and truly, there's nothing that you can do better if you're the Dothan Wolves, unless you talk about discipline. And we talked about that a little bit. And there's been a couple of penalties with discipline. You just got to stay with it. Got to stay with it.
Right, and that was Dothan's longest drive of the game. That one started at the 16, and that was actually the first time that Dothan started in their own territory. They started at the 49 once. They started 24 once, the 25 once.
27, I think.
Let's see, they started at the 45. The 27, let's see, 27 and 24, and I think 24. Yeah, and 24. And they have scored 21 points off of 3 miscues by Godby.
And that's, I mean, you know, we talked about it in the first quarter. That's what good teams do. They capitalize on those and they score touchdowns. And He's going to kick it out of bounds right there. So Godby's going to get it at about the 30. Was it 35-yard line on that?
Yeah, they're on 35. It's been a rough night for the Cougars of Godby because they have just really dug a deep hole for themselves. Even though Dothan's an explosive team, they have given them 3 assists.
They have.
If this was basketball, it would be 3 assists.
You're right. Yeah, they have. It hasn't gone right for them tonight.
First and 10. Fisher is the quarterback, and he hasn't been able to do much of anything tonight.
No, I'd like to see what their total yards are on the night. They got to be in the negatives.
They handed off in that time about a 1-yard gain by number 28, Paramore.
Yeah, George, we were talking a little bit earlier before the game about, we needed to make sure we put pressure on Trey, and I think Dothan's done a really good job of that and not letting him get comfortable back there because, to be honest with you, they're 4-4. They have done really well this season passing the ball, and, he's got 1,500, passing yards on the season. He's a good quarterback. We've just been able to really pressure him and get him uncomfortable.
Right, and Dothan, speaking of Fisher, he's averaging just under 200 yards per game passing.
Yeah.
So, we have just really put the pressure on him and stopped him from really doing anything. 3rd and 7. The ball on the 37-yard line of the Cougars. Fisher drops back, and it's complete for the first down, and for the first time tonight, they're in Dothan territory.
Yeah.
Complete at the 40.
That was a big throw right there. He's got a big arm, that kid does. And just a post pattern across the middle, hit him in stride. And, that was good coverage there on Dothan. Just credit Fisher. He put the ball where it needed to be, and it's a big completion. So we got 1st and 10 for Godby on Dothan 40.
They hand the ball off to number 28 again. That's Paramore. He picks up a few. Did they cut down on the clock? We're already at 6:22.
Yeah, I think they did because of the score.
Right.
Yeah, I looked up there and I was like, did time kind of shift here? I'm not exactly
I think they go. I think when the score's like this in the first half, I think they go to 8-minute quarters.
Yeah, I think it was 8 minutes.
Wow, okay. This is like 10-run rule in baseball back when I played at Doug 2.
Yeah, I know.
Good run that time again by number 28, Paramore.
And it's looking like Dothan has actually substituted a lot of guys in. I'm not seeing too many starters out there. I do see some on the outside, but the defensive line, those are numbers that I'm not used to seeing. So I think Dothan's starting to rotate some guys in, which is
First
good.
and 10 from the 25.
That's a good false start.
And we were talking about it earlier. Of the 5 games Dothan has won, they've scored over 40 points each game. I think 43 was the lowest amount.
Right.
And they have already scored 42 here in the first half.
Yeah, and they've put up big numbers on good football teams like Wetumpka. They scored 55 on Wetumpka, and they were ranked 6th in the state.
And you follow too.
Yeah, and you follow too. And so they know how to score points. That's for sure. So a game like this is good for your defense to get them some reps. So
And it's a high snap, and it's a quick out. And a good catch and a little progress there.
Yeah.
That was number 8, Avery Boyd.
Yeah, he's big out there. Like I said earlier, he's 6'2", 200, so he's going to be tough to bring down.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8.
You're not going to be able to arm tackle him, that's for sure.
Paramore in the backfield with Fisher. Quick out. And a good tackle.
That's a good open field tackle. That's number 5 there for Dothan, Donald Glenn.
Yeah, and Dothan's done a much better job tonight tackling one-on-one because we've seen them stop him 3 times, which would have turned out to be real big plays.
Right, and in previous weeks we've seen a lot of arm tackling from Dothan, And, you know, those are easy to break right there. But tonight we're seeing form tackling and a lot of big hits. You know, so I'm really impressed with this defense right now. It's going to be a false start again.
So a 5-yard penalty against the Cougars, and they will be backed up 5 yards. And brings up a 3rd and 14, and this is definitely 4-down territory for the Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
George, it looks like their offense and Trey, and it looks like maybe the offensive coach's kind of philosophy here is if he can get the ball out quick, then that defense can't get the pressure on Trey there. It's not working very well, so I think I'd just go ahead and go to the deep ball.
And they do right there, but it's going to be intercepted. Great play by Dothan. That is number 3.
Yeah, that's number 4.
Number 4. Yeah, Jamie Davis. That's what I have on mine. I don't know.
Yeah, number 4
Dawson.
there.
Is it Cam Dawsey? Oh, nice play.
Yeah, he really just read the quarterback's eyes. He tried to look off the safety, and it didn't work very well.
No, and I mean, the cornerback reacted really well on that play and just jumped it, and I mean, Dothan's playing really, really well tonight. You know, they've had a couple senseless penalties, but for the most part, they're playing a pretty flawless game.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders.
They are.
I'm talking offense and defense.
Yep.
And, I mean, special teams really hasn't messed up. So I would say it's an A across the board.
As the 4th major miscue for Godby, and Dothan scored 21 points off the previous 3. And Lane tries to get away, and he's dropped.
Yeah, so he's going to be sacked right there. I'm trying to see who that is, what number that is. I need binoculars. 47 is what it looks like.
So a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 from the 19. Man in motion.
False start.
No, it's against.
It's an offsides.
Oh, okay.
penalty.
And that sack was Jarius Watson.
So it brings up a 2nd and about 7. Handoff to Webb, and he takes it up near the 30. I think he may be just shy of the 1st down. 2:38 left in the first half. Dothan leads at 42-0. All their points came in the first. No score in the second. They give it to Webb, and he gets it outside, and he keeps going, and he pulls the power for another 5 yards.
Yeah, and Dothan saw Godby wasn't set right there, so they snapped it really quick. And, Webb with another big gain right there and is going to pick up the 1st down. So
We got a player down for Godby down here.
So with 2:19 left in the first half, the score is Dothan 42, Godby 0. 1st and 10, the ball at the 45-yard line after the big run by Webb. And they give it to Barber, and he takes it up near the 50.
picks up about 5 there.
Yeah, so the ball's at midfield, so 2nd and 5 for the Wolves. It's been all Wolves tonight.
It has.
I mean, they have come out and from the very beginning.
Hit him in the mouth.
They give it to Webb, and he cruises through the line and picks up a 1st down out to about the 43. That was a gain of about 7. 1st and 10, the ball at the 42-yard line. We're down to 1.5 minutes left in the first half, and Dothan hasn't scored here in the second. And a good defensive play that time. They were there when the ball was handed off. That was number 99 for Godby.
Number 99 is Jalen Gaines.
Yeah. So timeout on the field. With 1:13 left in the first, Dothan leads at 42-0. So it's second and about 13. Lane is the quarterback. Webb in the backfield with him. Lane drops back. He hits with the screen, incomplete. He was trying to hit Webb on the screen, incomplete. It brings up a 3rd and 12, 1:06 left in the half.
Webb wanted that one. He had a lot of running room in front of him.
Well, Webb always has.
You're right.
Even if it's not there, he creates a lot.
You're right. He's slippery.
Now, I was talking to someone the other night, and they were asking about Dothan. I said, speed.
Yeah.
I said, speed and athleticism.
They're very fast. Very fast.
And good athletes.
They are. They got a lot of two-sport athletes. We know a lot of these kids for the basketball.
It's complete over to Jaden Former. It's enough for a first down. And the clock continues to run. 53 seconds. And we talked about Dothan averaging 575 all-purpose yards per game.
Yeah, and they're on pace for that right now. And that was
pass incomplete.
Oh, we got a flag down.
Yeah, nearly 30 on this side of the field.
Legal man downfield.
So that will back Dothan up 5 yards. Actually, 10 yards. It's a 10-yard penalty. So it will be 1st and 20. The ball on the 37-yard line. Lane drops back. He goes for the end zone.
Ooh, nice pass.
Touchdown.
What a
Dothan
pass.
to Jabri Barber.
That was beautiful right there.
That is by far the best looking throw that I've ever seen Jamal Lane throw.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful. I mean, hit him right in the chest, in stride, in between two defenders. I mean, that's next level passing right there. That's his 15th touchdown of the game or of the year too.
And Barber, we'll have to look at his. Do you have his all-purpose yards?
Yeah,
he has over 1,000.
Yeah, he does, and he's got. Let's see, receiving now. That's his 6th touchdown, and all-purpose he had over 1,000 all-purpose yards. So he's just added to the total. He's having a great year.
He really is. So Dothan go up 49-0, and they score again with 23 seconds left in the half, and that's that first score of the second quarter.
It is,
and it was a shortened quarter.
It was, but you know, right there we still see they got that foot on the gas pedal, and they just continue to show how explosive they are. You know, they have a lot of talent this year. This team can make a late season push in the playoffs.
Well, I think Jimbo Fisher will hear about this.
I think so too.
He may try to recruit some of these guys.
Yeah, you're right. He will actually hear about this. His son will tell him how the game went, and talk about Dothan.
Yeah, and talk about how explosive these guys were and how many playmakers they have on this team.
Who knows? Maybe he'll use scenic footage too, for recruiting.
Right. So he could possibly, we need to go down and check out some of those players on Dothan team and try to get them out to Texas A&M. And the ball goes out of bounds, so it will come out to the 35. And I think Godby would probably just take a knee.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. This has been an unbelievable game, but like we say, 21 points. Well, actually, they turn it over again.
They've turned it over 4 times.
4 times. So 28 points off of turnovers. So that's like a 28-point assist. Godby takes a knee. Fisher does. So they are going to let the clock run out. So we've come to halftime in the scores. The Dothan Wolves 49, the Godby Cougars nothing. We'll be back with homecoming halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. We're set to start the halftime homecoming activities.
At this time, we'd like to introduce the very first Dothan Wolves homecoming guard. First, the Grand Marshals of Homecoming, who will be helping present the court, Mr. Devin Jeter and Nicholas Kirkman. Ladies and gentlemen, our Grand Marshals, Mr. Devin Jeter and Mr. Nicholas Kirkman. And now, for your homecoming attendance, presenting freshman attendant, representing Dothan Preparatory Academy, Miss Whitney Flowers. Whitney is the daughter of Miss Penny Reynolds. She is being escorted by Mr. Chris Young. Presenting freshman attendant, representing Dothan Preparatory Academy, Miss Alicia Jackson. She is the daughter of Kelly Jackson and Renata Dole. She is being escorted by her brother, Zay Tharp. Presenting freshman attendant, representing Dothan Preparatory Academy, Ms. Anara Lamanet. She is the granddaughter of Paul and Crystal Dawson. She is being escorted by her grandfather. Presenting sophomore attendant, Mr. Wesley Peterson. Wesley is the son of Robert and Chenoa Peterson. Wesley is being escorted by his mother. Presenting sophomore attendant, Mr. Brendan Reynolds. Brendan is the son of Christina Jackson and Hal Reynolds. He's being escorted by his mother. Presenting sophomore attendant, Miss Brianna Lambert. Brianna is the daughter of Alicia Berry. Brianna has been escorted by her brother, Ken Jackson. Presenting sophomore attendant, Miss Camille Mitchell. Camille is the daughter of Olivia Mitchell and Lenora Chambers. Camille is being escorted by her father. Presenting sophomore attendant, Miss Kiana Morrison. She is the daughter of Julia and Stephen Lane and Kenny Morrison. She has been escorted by her brother, Dante Lane. Presenting sophomore attendant, Ms. Kazani Snell. Kazani is the daughter of Scotty Snell and Evelyn Parker. She has been escorted by her father. Presenting junior attendant, Mr. Tate Durr. He is the son of Tamika Holston and Richard Durr. He's been escorted by his mother. Presenting junior attendant, Miss Albion Baker. Albion is the daughter of Karen Baker. She has been escorted by her mother. Presenting junior attendant, Miss Kenora Blackman. Kenora is the daughter of Tawana Blackman. She's been escorted by her uncle, Mr. Raymond Blackman. Presenting junior attendant, Jemiah Renee Hollins. Jemiah is the daughter of Priscilla and Michael Hollins. She's been escorted by her father. Presenting junior attendant, Ms. Brittany Santos. Brittany is the daughter of Javier and Celia Santos. She's been escorted by her father. Presenting senior attendant, Mr. Elijah Allen. Elijah is the son of Erica Jones and Marcus Allen. He's been escorted by his mother. Presenting senior attendant, Mr. Jordan Gilbert. Jordan is the son of Shanika Gilbert and Joseph Gilbert. He's been escorted by his mother. Presenting senior attendant Jara Harvey. Jara is the son of Kim and Curtis Harvey. He's been escorted by his mother. Presenting the newly crowned homecoming king, Mr. Jalen Refress. Jalen is the son of Trevor McElderry and Keith Refress. He's been escorted by his mother. Tonight, we will be crowning the very first homecoming queen of the new Dothan High School. We would like to introduce our flower girl and crown bearer. Presenting our flower girl, Ms. Elle Pierce. Elle is the daughter of Gant and Nikki Pierce. The crown bearer is Mr. Lem Johnson. He's the son of Michael Johnson and Dothan House staff member Christy Baldwin Johnson. His suit tonight is provided by Men's Warehouse. Presenting senior attendant Ms. Jada Corbett. Jada is the daughter of Yolana and Jonathan Corbett. She's been escorted by her father. Presenting senior attendant, Miss Brittany Grimsley. Brittany is the daughter of Jan Bruner Grimsley and Eddie Grimsley. She's being escorted by her father. Presenting senior attendant, Amaya Hudson. Amaya is the daughter of Kiki Hudson. She's being escorted by Mr. Sylvester Hudson. Presenting senior attendant, Miss Amaya McCrae. Amaya is the daughter of Tabitha Russell and Leonard McCrae. She's been escorted by her father. Presenting senior attendant, Rayleigh Madison Pasibi. Rayleigh is the daughter of Rodell and Rhonda Pasibi. She's being escorted by her father. Presenting senior attendant, Destiny Ratliff Johnson. Destiny is the daughter of Jason and Candace Johnson. She's being escorted by her father. And here tonight to crown the new Dothan High School Queen are the 2018 Queens from Dothan High School and Northview High School. Please welcome the 2018 DHS Homecoming Queen, Mrs. Ivana Turner, and the 2018 NHS Queen, Miss Gracie Holmes. They're walking in unity as we have come to one body here with the Dothan Wolves. We will be awarding a homecoming princess and then crowning the homecoming queen. The 2019 homecoming princess is Miss Brittany Grimsley. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Your 2019 Dothan High School homecoming queen is Miss Destiny Radcliffe Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your homecoming royalty on the field for your enjoyment tonight. They have been a great crowd. Let's give them another big round of applause.
Okay, we have Gavin down with Coach Grider. Gavin, go ahead.
All right, I'm here with Coach Grider with the Dothan Wolves here. Coach Grider, what do you feel? How do you feel about this game so far?
Well, when you score 42 points in a quarter and you're up 49 at half, you feel pretty good. We've played pretty well. I think they're down a little bit. It was a long trip, so that may have something to do with it. But really proud of our guys.
Absolutely. And what do you look forward to in this second half? Getting your guys back out here in the second half.
Well, the big thing is to get out of this game healthy. We got a big region championship game next week, so we got to get out of this healthy. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you so much, Coach Grider.
Okay, thanks, Gavin. There you have the Godby cheerleaders. They are still cheering.
Yeah.
And sad to say they haven't had very much to cheer about tonight.
They haven't, but,
they're out doing their job.
That's right.
1st and 10 from the 49. And I'll tell you what, number 14, that's Williams. He's doing a good job.
He is.
Great tackle by number 17, though.
Elijah Swain. It was on the stop. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Williams is quick. They might see something about their offense that they should have done earlier in the game.
High snap. And they hand it off to number 30. He breaks the tackle and picks up the first down. Number 30 is Evans.
Number 30, Travion Evans, and stopped by number 8, Christian Grace.
Hey guys, I've got you an official injury update on Jalen White. He has, it looks like it's an ankle issue that we have been talking about, and he is down here on crutches.
Oh no. William breaks through, breaks the tackle, another tackle, and he's hit inside the 15. That's bad news for Dothan.
Yeah.
But after talking to the guys, the doctor down here, he said he's going to be okay. So, you've got one of your best players down here on crutches, but you've got your doctor saying he's going to be all right. Yeah, we pray that he's going to be all right.
Yeah. Well, maybe they just want him to keep weight off of him.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Just taking precautions.
Yeah, so that one will be backed up. There was a penalty. So back out at 30. 1st and 6. Williams, he's chased out of the pocket. Cuts back to the inside. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and takes it inside the 20 to about the 18. Williams has done a good job since he's been in.
He has. He's coming in a cleanup crew, but he's running the ball a lot, and he's getting He's getting big chunks every time he gets the ball.
Right. We talked about earlier that Godby is a passing team. Fisher was averaging 199 yards a game, but he's nowhere close tonight.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem was he just couldn't get any time back there. Dothan was doing a good job of getting pressure on him, so this is keeping them on their toes a little bit, a little change of pace.
And we talked about how Dothan's averaging a 575 all-purpose yards, and I imagine they'll probably be somewhere in that neighborhood, if not more, tonight.
Yeah, they've had a really good game,
But if you think about it, George, they had a short field a few
That's
times.
True.
So
I was going to say for 3 drives they only had to go 25 yards. So,
yeah, so they're probably below their average in all-purpose yards.
Yeah, because Godby hasn't punted much tonight either.
Right.
It's mostly been turnovers.
You're right. Exactly right. They turned it over their first 2 possessions. And it was one play later, and Dothan won. Williams, he's tripped up, but he stays on his feet. But finally there's some help, and he's taken down at about the line of scrimmage. 6 minutes left in the 4th. Dothan up 56-7. Gavin, what's it like on the sideline? How the Dothan guys seem to be feeling?
Well, it seems to be business as usual down here on the sideline. I mean, there's not really a lot of, being up 56-7, you would think there'd be a lot of excitement, but I think these guys are just, I think they came in here, as business. This is a business, and they're leaving in business too. So I really like that. I know you probably do too, George. You like that mentality. As like you said earlier, down the road, you're going to need that.
Yeah. Hey, Gavin, do something for me. How about grabbing one of the cheerleaders to talk to him? We'll move in on the cheerleaders then.
All right.
All right, yeah, we're right there with you. We definitely want to give a shout out to our cheerleaders from Dothan High tonight.
I've got Rose Freeman here.
All right,
Dothan
turn
Wolves.
around so we can see you toward the camera.
So I've got Rose Freeman here, a Dothan Wolves cheerleader. Rose, what do you think about the game tonight?
It's looking pretty sad for them. They're losing pretty bad.
Right. Did you have fun with the homecoming festivities this week?
Yes, I did. I didn't get to experience that last year because I was sick, so it was a lot of fun.
Great. And what was your favorite? You know,
Pull
you
on
had
out,
like
Willie.
a homecoming week that you did. What was your favorite like homecoming week thing?
My favorite day was Friday because everyone just got to dress up in their spirit gear, and I love seeing when people show their school spirit.
Hey, Esther, what did she dress as?
And what did you dress as?
I just wear my cheer uniforms.
Gotcha. So she wears her cheer uniforms.
Hey, see if you can get the other cheerleaders together then.
All
We'll
right.
come back to you.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
And number 30 cuts around, and he's going to take it to the end zone for the touchdown. That was number 30, Evans, for his second touchdown tonight, and that was from about 14 yards out.
Yeah, so Godby here is starting to get something going late. You know, I know they're playing the second string here of Dothan, but starting to get some moral victories.
Yeah,
Makes it a little easier on that drive back to Tallahassee.
and it's something positive out of the appearance tonight. So they scored 4:56 left in the fourth. Extra point up and no good. So the score is Dothan 56, Godby 13.
All right.
And we're going back to Gavin. Gavin, what's happening down there?
Yeah, so I've got another Dothan Wolves cheerleader here, and this is Maddie. And Maddie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
And so tell me a little bit about this whole change. You said you went to Northview before it turned into being a Wolf. You were a Cougar. And so tell me a little bit about that. How did that work out for you?
Well, I honestly didn't have a problem with it like everyone else did, and all of us coming together turned out to be like really, really good. Like as you can tell, like everyone's getting together, all our students, we're winning football games. It's just a great experience for my senior year.
That's awesome.
All right, thanks, Gavin. We're getting set for the kickoff, and that was a good point there. You know, because both schools merged, and you wonder about how things go and how smoothly they go, and then she's a senior, and you know, so she was going to graduate from Northview. Now she's graduating from Dothan.
And that's a big change for your senior year, you know, and I know that there was a lot of speculation on how the schools were going to gel, you know, coming together like that, so it's good to hear that everything's going smooth.
So it's a touchback. Dothan gets the ball with 4:56 left, and ball will be on the 20-yard line. So this is the second poorest starting field position for the Wolves tonight. They started at the 16 early, but they put together a 84-yard drive, you know, to score.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, their first drive they came out with their second team, and they were able to put points on the board. Second time they had to punt. So, you know, curious to see what they can do right here as the time's winding down.
56-13, Dothan leading. They're starting on their own 20. And that goes to number 20 for Dothan, and
Vickers.
Yeah, Vickers.
Jatavius Vickers.
So we're down to 4:40 left in the fourth.
I tell you what, maybe this clock is dying down, but this student section is rowdy.
Hey, why don't you see if you can get up in the student section and talk to some of the students, okay?
Sounds good. I know they have this one guy in the student section. I think they call it their megaphone guy.
Yeah.
And that will be a very interesting interview. I think he's very loud.
All right, well, head that way. 4:11 left. Third and about 3. Sharp is the quarterback in the backfield. With him is number 20, Vickers. Sharp hands it off to Vickers, and he gets across to 30, and he should have enough for a Dothan first down. The Wolves came to play tonight.
They really did. They got a lot of turnovers. You know, they've been explosive. They've had a lot of nice passes and everything. The defense has gotten great pressure. It's been a complete game for Dothan tonight. Not a whole lot of penalties. So
Sharp. Oh, right through, wide open and through the hands of number 16, Gordon. I know he would love to have that one back.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate right there. Sharp put a good ball on him and just bounced right off his hands. You gotta be ready for it though. I mean, Sharp's gonna put it on you really quick.
Yep. Gavin, are you ready?
Yes, I'm down here, the Dothan Wolves student section, and I am down here with the Rowdy Bunch. Hey, Dothan student section, let me hear you. As you can tell, they are a rowdy bunch, but I'm here with the Jet, and Jet is known as the megaphone man. This guy.
Let's see if you can give us a shout of him.
Yeah, so
let's see. Where are you, Gavin?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, way over there. We'll try to get you after this play, okay?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, just hold on, and when we get a timeout, we'll come over to you.
All right, sounds good.
Boy, they making a lot of noise over there.
I'd be excited too if my team was up 56-13.
Sharp, a pass on the run, perfect strike.
Man, that was a pretty throw right there because he's coming across his body on that throw. So that's one of the more difficult throws you can make. He's on the run. I mean, hit him right in the numbers, and that's a big gain right there. I think got about 15 yards.
And there was number 16, Jarrell Gordon on the reception. 2:20 left.
So, George, I mean, we're looking at 220 here, and they're still slinging it around.
Yeah. I'm okay with it, though. I mean, you want to get this kid some reps and, you know, see what you got in case something happens. So, I mean, it looks good, too. I'm really impressed with Sharp.
And like we said, Dothan, you know, we have some stars that are seniors, but we have some really good stars that are juniors, and we'll be back next year.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, something to be said about Sharp, too, because, I mean, he comes from Northside Methodist. It's an AISA school. They play 3A, but, I mean, it's a big jump to go from 3A AISA to 7A. I mean, third largest high school, you know, in the state. So, I mean, just credit this young man out here to be able to be composed like this and play at this level.
Sharp avoids the sack.
Man, look at that. I mean,
he throws up a shot, and it's incomplete.
I mean, that was a spiral 35 yards downfield. I mean, he overthrew him a little bit, but he was on the run right there. I mean, it's a big-time throw.
3rd and 9 for the Wolves. And this is really a good way to a good homecoming game.
Absolutely. This is how you want your homecoming games to go.
Right. We really didn't know what to expect because looking at the stats earlier, Godby came in here 4-4, Dothan 5-2, and we looked at the stats, and Godby had a really good passing. They're a very good passing team, and Fisher, the quarterback, was averaging right at 200 yards per game and a quarterback rating of about 91.
Yeah, and, you know, Dothan, credit them because they've given up some big pass plays, but they shut them down tonight.
Now let's move over and find Gavin Willie. Gavin, let's see, where are you, buddy? Okay, he's right where.
Down here.
All right, Willie, he's down on the end there. Moving, move on around. Come on around, Willie. No, you're too far. Okay. Gavin, you're going to have to step down a little bit. You're kind of out of view.
Jet, come with me.
Yeah, move down near the bottom if you could. Yeah, can you get him now, Willie? Okay, there he is near the entrance. Move down if you would.
You see me?
Okay, you see him, Willie? Yeah, there he is. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Gavin. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So here I've got Jet with me, and he. All right, Jet. So tell me, why are you the megaphone man?
And it's always been tradition for the previous leader of the student section to pass it down, and so when it got passed down to me, I just knew I had to carry on the tradition, and this is honestly the rowdiest student section I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, we're up one all night long, and I've just never seen anything like it. So.
How does it feel to have a winning football team to be able to cheer for?
It's great because, well, I mean, it's almost like we never go home sad, or because we're always winning. I don't think we haven't lost a home game all year, so I mean, we've never been sent home sad. We're up, just going crazy to the fourth quarter because we're always winning. So.
Absolutely, and I know for a fact that it makes school much better when you're winning, right?
Yes, sir. It's great, and then this has been amazing. I mean, from all the talk of how the uncertainty of how this combining was going to go, not only on the field, the cheer team, the band up there in the student section, but it's been tremendous how we've come together on all fronts, and it's been great.
Hey, Gavin, ask him which school did he attend before?
And which school did you attend before the Wolves became, what they are now?
I was at Northview High School.
Okay, so you didn't really have to move your location, but it was just a different. How was the change for you?
I mean, honestly, I have some of my best friends go to Dothan High. Some of my best friends went to Northview. So I mean, the only big change for me is that we're the Dothan Wolves now, and that the hallways are a little more packed. But that's about it.
I got you. Well, thank you so much, Chet. Appreciate it. And it looks like your friends really love you up there. So give it up for Chet.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Gavin. We're down to 16 seconds left. Sharp fakes. He looks. He throws it out to number 17.
Reggie Bush. Ooh.
He goes to the other side, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get around.
His helmet came off.
Face mask.
He's down.
His helmet came off. Hey, credit that. Hey, that's a hard run right there. Last run of the game, credit Sharp threw a block right there, as he was going back to the other side. So, what a game by Dothan.
That's one way to end the game, guys.
Yeah, let's see if they let it in on a penalty.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. So that ends the game tonight. Dothan wins it 56-13. And closing comments, George, first you, then you, Gavin.
I mean, I think we've pretty much covered it all game. Dothan did a good job on defense. They, created turnovers, and then the offense capitalized on those turnovers. And they played a really clean game. They didn't have any turnovers, and they weren't really penalized too much. So just credit them to come out and, play like this on homecoming and, to beat a Godby opponent. So.
Gavin?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great game from the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side of the ball to the special teams. It was just a complete game throughout the whole entire game. We were able to escape the rain most of the night, and then we get out of here with a 56-13 win. You can't ask for more than that. Good job, Dothan Wolves. Go back to the drawing board. Get ready for next week. It is a region game next week, I believe. So it is going to be a big one next week. So just get ready for that, and pray that number 6, Jalen White, is going to be ready to go.
Okay, thanks, Gavin, and thanks for a good job by you and George tonight. And just quickly recapping the score, Dothan scored first with 2:52 left in the first on a 24-yard TD run by White. Make it, let's see, hold it. I'm too far ahead of myself. Let me back up. Dothan scored with 8:51 left in the first on a 25-yard TD pass from Lane to Foreman to make it 7-0. Dothan scored again with 8:32 left, on a 27-yard TD run by Lane. Dothan led 14-0. The next score came with 8:09 left in the first on a 24-yard TD pass from Lane to Macon to make it 21-0. And the next score came with 5:05 left in the first. We're still in the first on a 25-yard TD pass from Lane to Macon. That was 2 to Macon tonight to make it 28-0. Dothan scored again with 2:52 left in the first on a 24-yard TD run by White to make it 35-0. The next score came with on a 55-yard TD run by Webb to make it 42-0, and that was in the first quarter. Second quarter, Dothan scored with 23 seconds left in the half on a 37-yard TD pass from Lane to Barber. Halftime score 49-0. The next score came with 2:33 left in the third on a 10-yard TD pass from Sharp to Barber. That was Barber's second TD of the game, and Sharp threw that one for 10 yards, make it 56-0. And Then Godby scored their first points with 3:18 left in the third on a 90-yard kickoff return for a TD to make it 56-7, and they scored again on a 14-yard TD run by Evans to make it 56-13. So that's the final score. Dothan wins big, 56-13, on behalf of George Willett and Gavin Thomas and our cameraman tonight, Willie Elder. This is Mick Kirkland saying good night and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.